Country Slaughterhouse. Country Slaughterhouse.
Now you take the pills and the thrills and it kills dollar bills all late in life. Now I break my back, the attack and the crack of the whip. Now I feel so alive. And she says no, love is just a show. Wants to die alone, likes it on stage and naked. Oh, grinds into the bone, always in control. Likes it when I'm drunk and wasted, damn.
This is the Cowman's Country Slaughterhouse. Listen closely, because I'm only gonna say this once. I choose to be bald, okay? I have a full head of hair up there, but you never know, because I shave my head of my own accord. Just like I don't lift the toilet seat when I take a piss, no matter what my ex-barber would say. You got a problem? Because if you got a problem, I got a problem. And if I ain't got a problem, everyone got a problem. I don't buckle my seatbelt, life. Ever. You can't take that away from me, liberals, slowly, with your quarantine tricks, okay? I'm above that in every way. Look up. I'm right here, way above it. If you can see my hand, yeah, you see it right here, way above y'all. Just wanted to confer with the internet on this. Exactly how quickly did it take us to go full swing into pandemic porn? Am I right? I didn't even have enough time to stop taking this whole mask deal seriously before I could see it categorized in every other search next to MILF. I always said this was gonna happen. I always said we'd go full Asian. I'm still against this. In other news, some celebrities have been describing this pandemic as a prison, to which I say, what you know about that? I'll show you a prison. It's where I am right now, in this otherwise empty studio. How about you come over here and see what a prison looks like? How about you come and see? And don't take your time about it either. Show up anytime, it doesn't matter. Because otherwise I'm not doing nothing. I'm just trying to do the show over here, I guess. I could go for a special guest. If you insist. BOP's been gone. He's probably dead in a dumpster or in Belize or something. Anyway, we've got a great show for you on today's Quarantine Country Slaughterhouse. We'll be right back after another word from our sponsor.
How could I not abuse this power that I have achieved through some difficulty?
So, this one time, I was backed up and not willing to back down at what wasn't turning into much of a party, for at least me. I sat down and then I froze. I was in a perilous position where 2 centers of gravity went all out in my bowels and I had to act fast. So I said, "Don't call 911!" Which is what you have to say when you want anyone to immediately call that number. And to make a long story very short, that was when I had to brown out. I shit my pants, Kay. So this one time, I was deep on a cocaine bender. And I was kicking back, wrapping up the latest Ozzy album, which was very just okay in my opinion, when Barbara, who I was still very married to as well at that time, burst into the room crying with some baby in her arms that was apparently mine or something. I don't know. Anyway, and she's calling me all sorts of names, such as dickhead, asshole, piece of shit, etc. And I didn't take that back then, so I shoved her to the floor and I questioned the state of it all. And her answer was, I'll divorce you. Turns out, she meant it, because 14 years later, she divorced me. And that was, so this one time, a new segment I hope gets a sophomore act. For our final thoughts on this edition of the Country Slaughterhouse, I'm going to admit to something that my ex-wife Barb has written out in several legal forms and nagged about in phone calls to her stupid mom. Maybe I haven't been the best dad. Oh, okay. Alright. Sorry. Maybe I grew up while you were out screwing the help. But I digress. What I meant to say is that my kids should be grateful for me for being a bad dad. I mean, look at Bob Dylan and his kid Bobby Jr. If Dylan didn't suck at being a father, his kid wouldn't have decided to do his own music out of spite. And I shouldn't have to mention Joe Jackson. So I'll just leave that there. I'm not that bad. And my kids are that great. So, okay? My kids would have been music sensations by now. If I was still making them sit on my lap. Maybe, I spent the night on a few porches that weren't my own instead. Been pinched by a few crabs that weren't my own. No big. What I'm saying is, my kid could do well with me finally showing him the way to greatness. So, Cowman Jr., if you're listening, don't listen to your mom. I took way less pills, for one. For two, I know that if you're really my boy, you do whatever it takes for fame. So join Team Cow, and together we can rule all podcasts. Weak.
Oh yeah, come on now, alright, easy, do it,